You all welcome back to my channel. Today too, we are making the simple turban with pleated and the loop design on top. Okay, you can rotate the loop to anywhere that you like. So to begin with, let me show you how the back looks like. Okay, the pleating, when we want to join the pleat on the base, you should hold it together with your base. Okay, start from the beginning. So here you are supposed to use scuba fabric. The blue one you saw me wearing is scuba fabric. I will illustrate it on this lycra fabric for you to see. It was light out when I was making the blue one, so I couldn't video it, so I'll use the lycra fabric to illustrate it. This is 14 inches width by 23 inches length, and then the loop is 6.5 by 4.5 inches. Bring out the first one we measure, the big one, and then measure ½ inch at the beginning. Mark ½ inch. Bring out your ruler and then rule it out. We are done, and then the second one will be 1.5 inches. So you take 1.5 inches at the middle, you send it, and then you use your ruler to rule it out on the wrong side of your fabric. Okay, then you continue again with 1.5. So the 1.5 will continue that way till we get to the last part, which we are going to repeat ½ inch at the last part of the fabric, at the fabric end. So here's what I'm talking about. You see, the last part is also ½ inch, like the beginning of the one we started or we took from the beginning. So now take the second 1.5 inches that we took, send it to your sewing machine and sew on the marker where we use the tailor's chalk to rule it out. Yes, just a quarter. So look at it, don't so big, so small. Then you bring it out. Now we are going to take the first ½ inch we left behind. You take it and then you send it to the next 1.5 inches this way. You rotate it, you use your pins to hold it together, following the tailor's chalk, the mark you use. Send it to your machine and then sew. We are done, and we want to check it out how it looks like. So you should get something like this. You see, let's go and continue with our sewing. We are taking the next 1.5 again, then we sew on it small. So send it to your machine, sew small, just quarter. We are done, and look at it. We are going to take the next 1.5 too. We are going to sew small. So once we are done sewing on the 1.5, the last 1.5 and then the last ½ inch, you are going to join it as you did for the beginning. Okay, so that is that for the pleating of the design. After we are done, we want to sew the loop, so you should get something like that. Here's the wrong part. The loop, fold it into two and so turn it inside out. We are going to use it to design the pleat. that we made. So please, for the bases, you can use any of the bases I've already taught you. Okay, so you can check on our previous video how to make round base. Then you attach the band, the pleat, as we just did, to the end by end of your base before you gather. So this time around, when you have to do the design before you do your base, since the design will enter inside the base, is not a separate design as we do normally. So here, join it to the end by end of the base, and then send it inside, fold it again. You see the design and the base, fold it inside, you see. So we want to sew it together. You have to remove the pins and then use it to hold all the base and then the design together. Now go and sew it down. We are done. We want to attach the loop, so turn the fabric inside out, bring the nicer part out, and bring out the loop. You have to decide where the loop should sit. Okay, so fold or take the pleat bit by bit. If you want your pleat to look small, don't use 1.5, use 1 inch. Okay, use 1 inch throughout. So I'm attaching the loop, and you realize that the middle of the loop is where the sewing part is, so make sure the sewing part is at the middle so that your work will be neat. Sew and then cut off the excess and flip the where you sew inside, and that will be all for this part. Now you want to gather. We are going to the gathering part. Check it out, you see. If you have any embellishments, accessories, you can add it. Bring out your thread and needle. Let's gather. To gather, start from where the pleat ends. Okay, don't gather on the pleats, the design that you have attached to your base. Don't. So start from this part. Okay, in between is like the middle or getting closer to the end of your turban base, and then when you get to the end, you use your needle to secure the thread firmly by tying the thread around your needle. You tie it with your hand, you cut off all excess thread. Let's turn our turban into its right side, and that's all for today's tutorial. Did you find this video helpful? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you.